The day of the North London derby at the Emirates Stadium, it is nearly upon us. And so as Mikel Arteta goes once again up against Jose Mourinho, it is going to be a massive tactical battle as both teams fight for the pride of North London. As Arsenal's last win against Tottenham was back in 2018. So how will Mikel Arteta line up and how will he tactically set up? Let's find out in today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Bass14 and welcome back to your boys channel. Quickly before we get into the video, so I'm sure to go on there and show the video some love, smash it a like. Also please do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and also let me know your thoughts in the comments going into the derby. What are your predictions and what are your own personal predicted lineups? And without any further ado, let's discuss tactics, let's discuss the predicted lineup, and let's discuss Arsenal versus Tottenham. It's the North London derby, can I get it? Here we go. The first thing on the agenda today is the Arsenal versus Tottenham predicted lineup. Disclaimer right at the start, not only am I going to try to give my own personal opinion, I'm also going to try to factor in what Mikel Arteta is going to try to line up as well. The first question that we've got to ask ourselves is Cedric Soares and Hector Bellerin, because I know Bellerin came in that game against Olympiacos, and to be fair, he had a decent little game. But going into this game up against Heung-min Son, do I trust Hector Bellerin? Do I even trust Cedric Soares? Both of them, they can have their problems. And in terms of man like Cedric, my biggest problem with him defensively is sometimes he can leave his man exposed and open, and that's nothing I don't want to see, especially with a player of Son's quality. But saying that, at the same time, even Hecky B, the Arsenal planter of the trees, even him, I don't trust him either. Even he can be very dodgy defensively. But going forwards, I think I'm going to have to pick Cedric Soares, and that's simply off the basis that going forwards, he's a bigger threat, he can cause bigger issues, and that's why I'm going to start him. Defensively, they're both a question to be asked, but going forwards, I trust Cedric. But what are you man saying? Let me know your thoughts down below. Also, in terms of Gabriel Martinelli, of course, my centre back's got to start. In the last game against Olympiacos, a 100% aerial duels won, 62 passes with 90% accuracy, 80 touches, 5 ball recoveries, 3 clearances, 2 tackles, 2 out of 2 aerial duels, 2 blocks, 1 foul, 1 interception, 1 goal and 1 assist, and 0 times dribble pass. You're not going to keep out Gabriel Martinelli easily, and he had a tremendous game, a man of the match performance. This Donny has to start. He's a proper centre back, and the way he scored that goal as well, the way he attacks that ball, that's something that I want to see more and more from Gabby Magalhaes. In terms of his partner at the back, David Luiz, Pablo Mari, Rob Holding's fit as well. We've got every centre back fit. I'm not quite sure, but I do have an inclined feeling with the experience of David Luiz, I think Mikel Arteta is going to go for the Brazilian centre back. Midfield wise, Partey and Xhaka, I think they're going to start, and in terms of Partey, I need a big time performance. I heard Mikel Arteta's comments after the game that he took you off down to tactical reasons, and so in this game I want to see Partey unleash. He's in a Michael Jordan, take it personally and give me a big time performance. We paid the big time money for Partey for games like this at the Emirates against Tottenham, so I want to see a cash money performance from Thomas Partey in the midfield. And if we need a goal from the bench, I know exactly what I'm calling for. I'm talking Mohamed El Pirlo off the bench. In terms of the number 10 role, Martin Odegaard or Emil Smith Rowe. For me, I'm going to go for the player who's been in form and he's been playing, and that's obviously Martin Odegaard. Unfortunately, with Croydon's KDB in ESL, what's happened to him is he had some injuries, some muscle injuries, and obviously that's not going to help him. But having a player of his quality off the bench, if Odegaard is struggling in this game, then he's a perfect player to bring off the bench. But then again, I know there's a lot of ESR appreciation, so who would you go for? Emil Smith Rowe or Martin Odegaard? In terms of right winger, of course my star boy Bukayo Saka's going to start. Let's not even have the discussion. And in terms of left winger, I'm going to go for my guy, Nicolas Pepe I know that Williams coming, he's got 4 assists out of 4, and that's something you like to see. But going into this game, I think with Tottenham's fullbacks, we need to attack them with 2 wingers that want to run at the fullbacks, and Nicolas Pepe is exactly that. Pepe is shown for me this season also in the big games he can turn up. Here are his stats versus Manchester United when he started the Emirates: 23 accurate passes, 3 key passes, 7 out of 12 duels won, 4 fouls won, 2 clearances, 2 interceptions and 1 tackle. He stepped up in that game, and he's showing that in the big games this Donny can turn up. Also, when you're up against a Jose Mourinho team, you're not going to get that many chances. And in terms of Pepe, this Donny is clinical. He has outperformed his non-penalty expected goals by 171% this season, as against the overall performance of 136% last season from the same metric. Long story short, if Pepe gets a chance, Pepito is taking that chance. And so this is my lineup I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for Leno in goal, Cedric, Luiz, Gabriel and Tierney as the back four, Partey and Xhaka as the midfield pivot, Odegaard as the number 10, Saka right wing, Nicolas Pepe left wing, and up front we're going to go for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So that's a mix of my own opinions and of course Mikel Arteta and what he's going to go for, but what are you man saying in the comments below, and what's your own personal predicted lineups? Would you start Nicolas Pepe, Aubameyang down the middle? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below and we shall move. And let's discuss their main in-game tactics. Tactical FC, Balf 14 is here in full effect. The first thing that I need to discuss is Arsenal playing out to the back. Now first things first, let me get it clear, I do not have an issue with Arsenal playing on the back or the system itself, and it is not the intentions to play at the back that have caused Arsenal issues this season. It is the personnel and the clowning around the back that has hurt us the most. And there's one specific scenario that for the last 2 games have cost us goals, and it is this what I'm showing you right now on screen. As you can see here, the first example was from the Burnley game, and Xhaka gets the ball in his own box marked by 2 players, and while he makes a mistake himself, and obviously he's to blame for that, why does Leno have to pass it to him in the first place when he's got an option in David Luiz out wide and also can hit it long in the first place and not make Xhaka and put him in that position? And now the second one we have on screen is from the Olympiacos game, where once again Leno's got options out wide on the right hand side and on the left hand side, and as always can go long as well, but he goes for Ceballos, who's basically marked by 4 separate players, setting traps, waiting for him to make the mistake or to get the ball to converge him and get that goal as well. And so the key point I'm trying to make across here is burn Leno. If you get that pass there, don't play it in those positions in the centre midfield, because I can guarantee you Jose Mourinho is going to tell Kane, tell Son and Bale to set traps and stand in those specific positions to hurt Arsenal and get goals. And so if Tottenham are going to score against Arsenal, I want it to be a good goal and not a goal that we give to them, because I am sick and tired of mistakes FC and clowning around the back. Also, another very key thing for Arsenal is going to be the wide overloads. As you can see on screen right now, we have the Arsenal versus Olympiacos passing network, and if you focus on that left hand side of Willian number 12 and Kieran Tierney number 3, what the whole plan was there was Willian to come inside on his right foot and open up space for Tierney to overload on that left hand side. But of course in this game I'm going to go for Nicolas Pepe, who has shown in the past that he has the tactical awareness to cut inside and give space to a fullback to overlap as well. And the best example is against Leicester City. As you see, this is where Arsenal scored their 3rd goal from. Cedric overlaps, creates space for Pepe to dribble inside and find Odegaard for the 3rd goal, and it's all down to making overloads on both sides. And with Spurs and them playing most likely a back four, if Arsenal can shift it quickly, play one touch football around the penalty area, Spurs won't be able to cope with it. Whether it's the right backs of Aurier and Doherty or the left backs of Reguilon and Davis, they are there to be get at. And I know our wingers and Pepe and Saka are good at 1v1, but I also want you to be smart and be clever and just position yourself in right places so the fullbacks can overlap as well, and let's create these overloads. And the final tactic that I want to see Arsenal play is not falling for the Harry Kane trap, because what Kane is so good at is dropping in deep into the attacking midfield role and sometimes even into central midfield, and what he can do is attract defenders with him. And so what that will leave for Arsenal and for Spurs is space in behind to exploit. We're talking Heung-min Son and Gareth Bale, or even if it's Lucas Moura. These are fast players that can see the spaces, and that's where they can hurt us. And so in terms of Harry Kane, if he drops deeper, it is then down to the midfielders and not the centre backs to get dragged out. So it's down to good communication, and hopefully Arsenal don't fall into the same old traps every game. But my fellow football manager experts, how do you want to see Arsenal tactically set up in this game? Should we press? Should we be proactive? Or do you want to see Arsenal be reactive and sit back and park the bus? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And on to the third and final thing, and that is the key battles. The first one's going to be the midfield, and if Ndombele starts, Partey versus Ndombele. In terms of Thomas Partey, I'm looking at you specifically in this game because you've been good in certain games, but certain games I've seen little things that I want to see you improve on. And while I still think you're a top quality midfielder, and I appreciate the Ghanaian excellence, I want to see a Manchester United-esque performance from Partey in that midfield, because if you could do it against a player the quality of Paul Pogba, then Ndombele is going to be light work for you as long as you're playing at that level. Ndombele is also Spurs' best creator from deep, progressor as well. We need to be careful with him and probably mark him out as well. Also in terms of Kane and Gabriel Martinelli, because he's going to start. I think with Harry Kane, as I said, you can't get into duels with him where he drops off deeper and you track him in there and get close to him, because that's what he wants you to do. Because when he drops off deeper and he's a great passer with the ball, space will open up, and that's where Spurs can look to exploit it. And so in terms of Gabriel Martinelli, I don't want to see you being this rough and tough defender in this game, an ultra aggressive defender. I want to see you being a smart and clever defender and knowing when to pick your duels and when you can win them as well. The biggest duel in the game for Arsenal for me is going to be the winger of Pepe if he starts against Doherty or Aurier, because those two fullbacks, while they can go forwards and attack, but defensively they are suspect as hell. And in terms of Nicolas Pepe, he's a good 1v1 player. He can dribble past you, he can take your soul, and also has that final end product as well. But what those fullbacks lack the most is tactical intelligence of where to stand on the pitch, and that's why if Pepe can exploit that, we can have some beautiful scenes. It is over to you, Nicolas Pepe. What do you think are going to be the key battles in duels in this North London derby? Please do let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. And there you man go, that is the video there and there. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. I'm going to go for an Arsenal 2-1 victory. It's not confident, but it is what it is. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to go down there and smash a like on it, and also do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as always, and also please do follow all my social media if you can. The links will be in the description below. But with that being said, that is the video there. I hope you have enjoyed as always, and I will see you tomorrow in a big gargantuan game. It's a North London derby. Watch along FC settings and in a bit.